Hey there, welcome back to MeatballCraft. Last time we upgraded our power so that we have a bit more leeway with what we've got. And since then, I believe our power still has fully charged, yeah. So today we're gonna do some Botania. We need to get some living gold for the builder, I believe. For that we need a little apothecary. I said, believe, yeah, we need living gold, which isn't, it's pretty easy to get, at least. Basically step one of Botania, at least. So I made some of the floral fertilizer so that we can try to get some more mystical flowers going. I don't have to go searching for them as much, at least. Get some locked up, quite nice. I believe there's a way to get more petals out of it, but I could be wrong. Maybe not. It's fine. We should get like most of what we need from this stack of flowers or stack of fertilizer. Honestly, we've pretty much got all we need already from at least the basic stuff with the white flowers we've gotten. I might set up a auto farm for it, but we'll see if it needs to come to that. I imagine we should be fine on our flowers here once we get through all this. I don't know how far we'll get today. My hope is that we can get to our main power flower of the Kekamuris. We'll see if that's possible. The main thing, we need pixie dust, so we need an elven portal, and we need a rune of gluttony, so we need a runic altar, which runic altar I don't believe is hard to get. But we'll see. I've never been one to do a lot of Botania. Usually I just get someone else to do it for me in the past. So we'll see how well we do here. We need to get, so I mean, first we're gonna need what is like the pyro flame or whatever it's called. Whatever the first flower is. So we need your daisy, so we need petal apothecary. All this should be fine. I just need to throw some mystical white petals. So we need some runium, and we also need a pure flux crystal. We have plenty of. The rest we should be able to EMC, maybe not. We need to do that. Get some slabs. I only need 2, I believe, and some obsidian, which is just fine. Perfect. So this should get us our petal apothecary. Actually, I realized we're gonna need a spot for it, which is, I don't really know what my plan is here. Let me plan this out a tiny bit and come back. All right, I cleaned up the backyard here a bit and enclosed it in a dome because I like domes for whatever reason. I got my petal apothecary down. I threw down a mechanical user with the Evertide amulet so it will stay full on water. And so next thing we need is the pure daisy. Pure daisy, it's just 4 petals, which will also need the seed. It's actually, most of them are in my flower bag now I think about it. Grab 2 of these. Perfect. And we just need some seeds. And we've got our pure daisy. So that's gonna get us the living gold we need. So what we're going to do for it actually, I'm going to set up a logic programming thing to automatically break down and pick back up the blocks we need, because we need living rock and living wood, and I'll probably want one. Actually, yeah, I should set one up. I should set 3 up actually, because I probably want all 3 to be somewhat automated. Yeah, neither of them have EMC, so this is probably our best bet for now. Got 1 more and got 2 more. Perfect. So if I set up them about, so I need some room for the cables, the integrated dynamics cables. I guess I should type integrated instead, because I need some blocks to read them. If I do 4 blocks, that's probably enough space. Do that. This takes me a very long time, so I'm going to do this on my own. Alright, we're just finishing up getting this fully automated. This is a bit simpler than I remember. See if I can just get these last couple in. So for this stuff, I've always liked using integrated dynamics. I've always felt like it's the easiest way to do it. Make sure I put everything fair away. So now, not pretty, but it will automatically place the logs, automatically place the stone, automatically place the gold, and then once it detects the living gold, living stone, and living wood, it will automatically pick it up and put it in the barrel. So we basically just need to grab a ton of each item, which I'll need to put some drawer upgrades in. Yeah, because that's way too many. Honestly, just give me like a stack of these. And then a stack of these as well. Just give everything some wiggle room. I don't think we're gonna like get to the point where we need more. Or even hit the cap, but it's nice to have just in case. And we need some stone. Grab a bunch of stacks of this. And a bunch of stacks of gold blocks. Luckily I had to maneuver the EMC gen a little bit to be more consistent, but it seems like I've got it on the right track now, which is nice. It seems like everything is good to go. I think everything is working fine. This should accumulate a lot. I don't even know if we need much for the time being. By the time I get anywhere close to through all of these, I'll probably have an EMC link set up that I can just have this automatically pump in the log, stone, and gold, which will make things quite easier. And then, so that's our bit on that made at least. Let's see. I imagine next it wants us to make some kind of flower for power. Or mana pool, yeah, it just wants us to make a mana pool. Is understandable. And there we go, yeah. It's a poppy. I don't actually know if I have a poppy, I won't lie. Oh hey, there's one. Pretty convenient. while I go through these, I imagine the uploads for these are gonna start to slow down a little bit. One with how much more I have to do each episode, or well, I will. It's not too bad right now, so to be honest. But we'll get there. Oh, right, that guy. And then I'm going on a trip in a couple weeks, and also I have some stuff to do here at home for the next week or so. So I'm gonna be a bit busy here and there. And I'm gonna try to get a backlog of videos going while I'm gone, which is the main thing. So I'm gonna be kind of holding back some videos while I get backlog going. So I imagine it'll my brain is bad at doing multiple things at once. I imagine it will slow down my uploads here a tiny bit, but I at least want to try to get like a few out a week, maybe every other day, every like 3 days kind of thing. We'll see. While I'm gone, I imagine I'll only have like a couple a week, if that, but we'll see when I get there how that goes. Right, we need to make these. I threw the seeds away, didn't I? So it's 2 of the brown, then 1 of the others. So again, we ideally want to do this until we can get our Echimerus or whatever it's called made. And then that will get us the more permanent mana gen that we need. Though we need to get ideally the EMC link by then. Which we need. We need to do some Thaumcraft, some Blood Magic, some Bewitchment, and some Flux Network. All of those things we want to do anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we need a mana spreader, so we need some living wood. And then make this. Very cool. Put that guy right there. We need a wand. Wand of the forest, living wood twig. We can make that. I just do this. Very cool. I'm remembering how to do this slowly. I don't remember how to do the proper thing. Like the open crate. Hold on, let me double check. Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this. It's been a bit. If I remember correctly, like redstone here. I think I might actually need 1 more. Up to this. Into a repeater, maybe? I don't have a repeater made in there. I'm not sure. Give me some more planks just because I'm already here. Into a open crate. Into a hopper. Let's see if this works. Blaze. We want the blaze mesh. Yeah, just give me like a stack of these. Seems to still be held down for whatever reason. I mean, I could just do a timer. That's the easy way of doing this. I need like an negative timer or something. I don't know how to make it like the other way. One sec. Alright, let's see if I'm smart enough to do this the other way. I don't even really need the pressure plate if I'm right. I believe if I do this, so this should lock it. Yeah, and so we'll flash it for like a tick where it can drop one. So I would need to add some time to it. They do eat it all at once though. Honestly, I might need it even longer. We'll see if... yeah, it seems to take even longer for it to eat it. Like I said, this is just kind of a temporary setup until we get our Kekimaris. Still doesn't want to eat it, huh? Okay, the blaze meshes are a lot stronger than I thought. Maybe 30 seconds. Oops. Though it could dissipate. Since it ate 4 at once, maybe once it eats 1, it won't need the full 30, so we'll see. It does seem like they're still kind of powered a little bit. Yeah, they're still getting power. Here, let me, just for the moment, throw a lever here, just to lock it. Just so these guys can eat it and continue processing. It seems like they're still producing power for the most part. We've still got 60 of these, so it's still operating off that initial bit of power. Alright, let's hold on. Alright, it like actually took several minutes for it to run out, even with me using my time in a bottle on it. So I don't, even 30 seconds might be too slow, to be honest. It might even need to be like 1 or 2 minutes for just one blaze mesh. I mean, I could lower it down to like blaze rods or blaze powder, but I don't, like, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Like, we don't need this a ton. I really shouldn't spend this much time on it. Okay, so if only one eats it, then that means it needs 4 cycles around before the one that does eat it has to eat again, which maybe is enough. That might be all we need. I'll have to see. It's possible this guy runs out soonish. I mean, we're not running at like optimal efficiency, but just for easy automation, not like it really matters if I run out of like blaze mesh or like waste them. we have like infinite EMC, but I mean, ideally, we can make this efficient. This one's still going, the first one that we made. Third should pick it up. Okay, that one has power now. So then on the next one, that last one should pick it up, and then we'll have to see if this one is done by the time it's picked up. I mean, worst case, maybe I'd set it to like 2 minutes, and then at that point, if things are still getting lost, then it's meant to be on. Yeah, okay, so that one's eaten now, so now all of them have power, and that one's still going. So let's see how this goes. I mean, because I still also will have the 5-minute despawn timer. So who knows? Oh, still going. Maybe like 45 seconds. Yeah, I think I'll just set it to like a minute and a half, and at that point, if it's still going, we can stand to lose some. So that should be our blaze rod setup, or not our blaze rods, our blaze mesh for the power setup. We have a decent amount of that. So for the Kekimuris, we need mostly the pixie dust, which we can get with pearls from this. So we need an Elva Gateway. We need some Terra Steel. And we mostly just need a runic altar, so give me 1 second. Alright. We can make our mana diamond. Now that these have been going for a little bit, we should be able to make our runic altar. Perfect. Nice. So now we can make some runes. We're gonna need each of these and some mana steel. So if I can just throw, I just throw a couple blocks of iron in here. Maybe like 2 more. Nope, don't have enough mana. Okay, that's fine. Clean up our inventory a tiny bit. Okay. Yeah, we need the agglomeration plate. We need all these runes. They're kind of a pain, to be honest. See. Honestly, okay, so most of these materials are kind of a pain to get, or well, are somewhat time consuming to get, I guess I should say. Like this I can make pretty easily. I just need to get some more mana and whatnot. Crystallized obsidian, I think I have to make a machine for that. No, I can make it with I could make it with this. Or maybe not. Okay, well, either way, I think this is the easier way I can do it with the MeatballCraft Amber. I'll just need to go grab some chorus flowers in the end, which is very easy. I just need to get a bow. So that's not bad. The rest of it, I'll just need to make here and there. Like I need to go kill a spider in the nether for a gland kind of thing. But I think that's a good spot for today, because it took me a long time to, 1, get this dome, and 2, get this living stuff converting. So that's probably a good part 1 for Botania. next time I'll probably try to get to our Kekimura so we can get our actual infinite power going. Hopefully part 2 will come out tomorrow or the day after that. We'll see as I try to get more videos uploaded. So thanks for joining and see you next time.